can't see green.
I can't see everybody either. You gotta just swipe left to right. One person is gonna be left out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Our screen ain't big enough. That's why I was trying to put it on my. Hold on, I got an idea.
That's the way it is on mine.
You turn your phone sideways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't fucking with us.
Never mind, because I'm gonna have to connect it on Wi-Fi. Fuck that. Ready?
I am ready. Y'all ready?
Hold on, I gotta put my mask on.
Put your mask on.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Man, why you put your mask on?
This is coronavirus out here, Nick.
I mean,
Okay. Anyways, welcome to the Geezer Podcast, everybody. Where knowledge is key, and we are seekers of knowledge. Today, we got a special guest. Her name is Rose, a Lexington native. How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
We got Black Picasso. We got Benji 3000 and that man Trey. But let's go ahead and get started. So, Rose, tell us about Seattle. What do you like about Seattle?
Oh God, there's always something to do. There's always like a trail to explore. There's just a whole bunch of like tree, and not just like marijuana. I mean like trees. Like the scenery is really nice. The water. I love water. Like I love being around large bodies of water. They make me feel safe. So like there's a beach like every 30 minutes from wherever you are. Like it's never too far. So it's just really nice. It's very chill. Everybody's minding their own fucking business. Oh, can we cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Nigga. Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody's minding their business. It's very progressive out here, and there's a lot of very nice I want to say like trading, like bartering system out here, and it's very beneficial. Very beneficial. So I love living out here.
How's traffic?
It's not as bad as people think it is, unless somebody got into a car accident in the middle of the highway and they like backing shit up, like you'll probably sit in traffic for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes, like 10 minutes, if that.
So how far is like a drive across town?
Oh, it feels like 5 minutes, honestly, but like for me to get from my house, which I live in Tacoma, to Seattle, it's like a 35-minute drive.
So is everything like spread out? Or is it like?
It's kind of like close together. So like the way that they have it built here, there's obviously Seattle, Tacoma, Everett, whatever. Those are big cities, and then there's smaller cities inside the bigger cities, and then there's even smaller cities inside the smaller cities. So like you're jumping city to city, like you don't even know, you're not even paying attention to it. So is it spread out? No, it's really close together. There's a lot of
Kind of like how it is out here, low key, but it's kind of far.
Yeah, you in Phoenix, right, Carl?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go out West Coast.
Yeah.
I like it a lot better out there because Lexington is pretty boring.
Right.
And I remember you was telling me that you was happy you left. So tell me about that.
Oh God, I don't know. Like when you go through like a growth in your life and nothing, I just felt like I went through a huge growth and nothing was there for me. I didn't feel the way I feel out here. Like when I was living in Lexington, like I just started to get this like anxiety. I felt like my shoulders were always touching my ears because I was like, oh my God, I have to get the fuck up out of here. Like it was just heavy. It was weighing heavy on me. And I was like, I have to go and I have to do something better with my life because I didn't feel the energy that I was going to prosper there. I mean, now I could step up. I mean, I do. I step in there anyway and do what I got to do. But like coming out here was like the best thing I could have done.
Do you think you needed to leave or you just felt like you just wanted to?
A little bit of both. I don't know if y'all been watching the news, but Lexington has gone all to hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
When I was there like a week ago, it was like
It's like
10 people died, like back to
Right,
back to
yeah.
back. It was insane.
My brother just now telling me
I
about
agree.
this.
It's fucking insane. Like, do y'all not? There's really nothing to do out there, to be honest. I was gonna say, do y'all not have nothing to do? But y'all really don't.
We got plenty of stuff to do. We can push cows. We can. I mean, what else is there to do, guys? We can
I think
They
it's
have,
mixed in the city.
I got
like,
some
you get-
acres. I got some
you get in
acres.
the city.
damn
I mean,
Farmland.
well,
You get in the city
bonfires.
mixed with the
Y'all
country.
just there's just like a whole bunch of shit in Lexington, and
I
that's
agree.
all it is a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah, I like what she said on moving away to it's part of growth because like
Yeah.
you feel me, like I don't even know, like when you move somewhere different, it kind of forces you out of your comfort zone. You
absolutely.
going from a place where you can have people to fall back on to the middle of nowhere where you don't know nobody. It's like I got to do this for me, and I only have me to depend on. So
Facts.
I got to
Absolutely.
do what I got to do to make it. So you kind of make
Mhm.
yourself adjust, and in a way, you know, it
Right.
grows the
Absolutely.
person.
I feel like you get different experiences too that you would never get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's important, especially while we're young.
Yeah.
We should be doing the most. Whatever we put our mind on is what we should be focused on.
Absolutely.
Because once you
Now
get
is our
old,
time to do it. If we're gonna fuck up, we need to fuck up now.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm creeping.
Sure
I'm
it's-
creeping on 30, so
It's got to be the right fuck
Yeah.
ups, though.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right fuck ups.
Yeah, no, fuck up.
I mean, there's really
Just
no
a fuck
like.
Yeah.
There's really no right or wrong fuck up. It's like how you handle it, how you respond to it. So whatever comes at you, you can either take it as a failure or you can take it as a gain and move forward from that. You know, you don't have to
Right.
like. There's no right or wrong. You know, it is what it is.
Right? She just
I
she's
believe
basically
that.
saying everybody has their own life circumstances. Like
Yeah.
maybe somebody is in a street life and they out here killing people. You know, that's their thing. You know, that's
That's what they want to do. You know, that's what they want to do. Like,
I don't agree with that, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? I do what they do.
Let's be
I don't
clear.
think that shit's cool.
Hey,
but
they think it is.
sometimes I blame that on the music too. For real, I blame a little bit of it.
It plays a part in it.
Absolutely.
That's all. I
That's
feel like
that
that's the only thing
constant,
that I
that
feel like.
constant. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep hearing like, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga. You gonna get mad, like man, I'm a shoot a nigga.
I think
Like I said, you put
Yeah.
yourself at a low vibration.
I
You
think I got a lot
get
to
that
do
low
with
vibration. You just down
shit.
here. You in that energy.
So-
You just
There's a couple of ways that they do like what they use mind control. They do repetition, which is what he was talking about. There's one. They do sound, they do radiation, and they also do colors. Colors relate heavily to the mentality. So like if you're seeing red all day every day, you're gonna be hungry all the time. So if you think about most food companies have red in their logo, it makes you hungry. Green is serenity, I guess. Like it's a calming color. Blue as well. Sad though. Blue always makes you sad. Gray. Black is always negative. I don't know why.
That's my favorite color.
It's my favorite color. I don't know why, but
I
black
mean,
is
it's different things at different times. I feel like during a funeral, obviously it's death, like, but
right.
it's also can represent dominance. Like, you know, you just think of somebody wearing dark colors, you know, that comes with a dominant figure.
Right. No, I
Some
totally
different
understand.
things.
Yeah.
I always thought
but-
black was just straight up neutral, like no emotion.
Yeah.
It was like white.
But you gotta
White
think of
and
the
black
way,
because it's just like both ends. I feel like.
but it's also used to paint dark in a sense. Like you think anytime they mention a thug, what do they got him wearing?
Black. Yeah.
Black do-rag, black hoodie,
Right.
black pants, something black.
Black Air Force.
Right.
Don't do
Black Air Forces.
Don't do that. Yeah, Air Force, nigga.
But yeah, definitely.
And what about back to the Seattle thing? I remember you was telling me about, you say you saw grass on fire. In my mind, Seattle is always wet
No,
because it's supposed to rain a lot.
So I thought too. I thought it rained like every day.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. All I see is a fan and
no, it's
a bush.
sunshine outside. It's sunshine.
Crazy.
The sun is
sunshine,
shining.
it's fucking nighttime.
Here, wait. I'll show you my backyard. I'll show you.
That's what I'm saying. Because like out here, it's like what 6.
Is
My
it
heart is in
daytime where
Red
you at?
Dead Redemption.
Wait,
2.
listen. Okay, so listen. It gets really hot out here, and it gets so hot that my grass is dead completely. So
Dang,
it's
look at hot. Dang. Dang. Yeah, you can't keep no grass.
That is brown.
Yeah. Is it like
the hottest
103
it
out
got
there, bro?
this year.
That's crazy.
How
I
hot
would
is
have
it
never
out there,
thought
bro?
that. What you say, Kai?
How hot is it out there in Seattle?
Oh, she's talking to a kid.
Oh,
She's about to get in trouble.
oh, she muted herself.
Yeah, she about to get in trouble. You can tell by the hand. That little sharp movement. yeah, Trey, you gotta show the teeth.
Oh, dude, I can't see Trey.
No, too. Yo, my days do that all the time.
Oh, yeah,
If I do something wrong, put it back.
My dad will bite his lip.
I'll be scared of motherfucker.
My dad do that, just raps.
All right. I'm also a mom, guys.
It's cool. It's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah. So the hottest it got out here was 93 degrees.
Ah, okay.
That's nice.
You get like, is it hot or
It's
is it like
Washington.
humid?
It's hot. Like the grass was catching. You see, it was brown. It caught on fire. It was just catching on fire.
That's crazy how like 90 makes it hot. Like out here it's like 120. That's why I thought like it was real dry.
I ain't going outside.
90.
Is it dry out there, Rose? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Like, is it humid?
No,
or
it's
is
not
it dry?
It's not a dry heat. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a really nice heat. Like 92 to y'all is like fucking sweltering. But out
Yeah,
here,
but
like
out here-
92 is like the sun is beaming on you. But if you sit in some shade, you're gonna catch a nice breeze. It feels really nice. It's still hot, but
Right.
it feels really nice in the shade.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ain't
You
too
guys
bad.
have to like experience. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so nice out here.
Yeah.
And how's the seafood? Because I love seafood.
Probably bomb.
I wish I could tell you, but I'm allergic.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
my god, that's the
sorry.
worst.
Right.
I
Trey's
know,
sick.
guys.
That's
You know
horrible.
what?
Hey, Trey's allergic too.
I thought Trey was
Man,
allergic to
I
shellfish.
wasn't allergic until after I had my son. After I had my son, I got this weird allergy randomly, and now if I eat it, my throat gets itchy and it starts to close up.
So are you allergic to like all seafood or just a certain?
Shellfish, so like shrimp,
Yeah.
all the good shit. All the good
can't
There
shit.
we go. There we go.
Oh,
But that sucks.
What was that, Trey?
You break out and do like you just gotta be around it, or do you have to eat it to break
I
out?
have to eat it. Like I can be around it. It doesn't bother me to touch it or anything like that. If I eat it, like if I ingest it, it's over.
That'd be making me itch.
I don't think I could date. I don't, bro.
Just looking at it.
I love
It's
seafood
like-
too much. I be the fuck around and killed my girls. Fuck around and tried to just eat some seafood.
What the hell?
Or I threw some shrimp. I threw some shrimp in the. I threw some shrimp in the whatever we were making. She done ate it. And fucking laid in the floor. What's wrong with you?
That's why she would be right there with you to let you know that you're not supposed to be putting that in there or you're gonna kill her.
Right.
What if she
I'm
don't
standing-
tell me? And
I'm
I just
standing in
try
the
to do
kitchen and my
something
man's
special,
cooking.
and I just
Sorry.
try to whip up something. She ain't told me
see.
about it, and I just throw it
Then
in
you
there.
being inconsiderate. You should know that she's allergic. If you're gonna cook for her, you gotta know.
Huh.
I probably would. You right. I would ask. I don't know, cause I don't be thinking food allergies.
My goof ass.
I'm glad we did this, cause hey, I do need to ask food allergens. That's crazy.
Every dude needs a tight female friend that he's not attracted to. I mean, you can be attracted to her, who cares? But you just need to, learn to control your urges. Anyway. But every dude needs a female friend,
Y'all.
legit,
True
because
that.
they will help you out.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wow.
So,
Amen.
Mine got
Unless they
weird,
like
so
you.
I had to-
Unless they like you, they might help you out of your relationship. You don't want that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had one, but
I
she
didn't do
had
that. Get
I had
jealous.
to
You don't want that.
hit her one.
I'm about to do something real
I
quick.
wish I could see Dre over.
Yeah, we
You
definitely.
right over there, man? I can't see you. You all right over there? I had to check in.
I ain't thinking about
Yeah,
that.
Zoom is telling me some other shit right now.
Oh yeah, it's telling you 8 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, bro.
Because you did a 40-minute call. That's why you should have done an hour.
I don't even know how to change that.
Come on, Jay.
You gotta go to. Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out. Right, check.
As I say, yeah, this happens to me quite often in Zoom meetings.
Teacher be like,
I actually can just buy.
change the settings to make it last longer.
No, I guess class sober.
Hold on.
It says it's counting down. I need somebody to stop the clock.
I got. How much time is it? I got.
8 minutes.
Hold on, I'm about to.
James, figure something out. We gonna blow up.
I'm on it right
Figure
now.
Tick, 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 boom.
Oh my god.
Already on account. Sign in. Yeah, just give me
fuck
just
around
give
and
me a
get us
second.
killed.
I
This gonna
got
be
it under
something else.
control.
You gotta send this shit. You better figure out how to get us out. We got 8 minutes.
Oh,
We gotta
And I'm
work
gonna start
together.
singing Avant when we got 4 minutes.
Y'all are hilarious.
And that 4 minutes used to go strong. What's y'all's favorite, like back in the day, 90 or R&B song?
dang, that's hard.
Um,
That's hard.
Hit them with it.
I gotta say, fuck. I got a lot, bro.
Hey, I was gonna say that was a dumb question. That's too because
Cause my mom listens to almost everything, but I'll
honestly,
probably
I
Creep.
listen to everything.
But
What's your
gotta say
go-to?
Creep.
What would be one? What's one you like off the top of your head?
Probably Real Love or Creep.
oh, I'm down for creep.
So I creep. Yeah.
Hold on now. No, hey.
Cause my mom was like my age in the 90s, and then she was like a teenager in the 80s. So all that music was just in the house. So I just exposed to everything. So it's hard for me to pick.
That's my mom too.
So it's just like
That's
the
a
whole
tough one, though.
Like creep. Yeah. Just
I ain't been up to see Trey this whole time. What it do, my brother?
As I say, I can't see Trey at all.
No, I swiped over. I see Trey now. What it
But
do,
total
my brother?
employee count.
Yeah, like I don't see Ben, but like if I swipe over, I see him.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't no
I
thing.
probably need to put it on my laptop. We'll see what happens. I'll put it on my laptop.
That's what I need to do. But
I thought everybody was on their laptops.
no, I'm on my
Only
phone.
me.
No, I'm on my laptop.
See, y'all smart ones.
I'm on my
Do
laptop
you see
too.
everybody though?
Yeah, I can see all 4 of you. Yeah.
I might switch to the laptop.
All right, yeah, I need to get
Just
on my
keep
laptop.
it on the download.
But I'm here now, so we're gonna do this right here.
Right.
All right, so what it say now, everybody? Is it fixed?
They just asked me if I wanted to keep staying in this meeting. I said okay, or it's got upgraded or some shit like that.
Mine's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You know, I upgraded my shit. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Say it today.
Keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
You know what I'm saying? The show must go on.
I'm fucking.
Upgrade you.
So when are we gonna come out to Seattle? You gonna show us around, man?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm trying to
anytime. I'm always down.
Don't say that.
Don't do that.
No,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah,
I
don't do
own
that.
my own business.
But
No,
y'all
listen,
do
I own my
y'all
own
gonna hop
business.
on a plane and fly?
Yeah,
It's a 6-hour flight, 6 or 7 hour flight. It's not bad. It's
I'll
not a,
drive. Fuck all
but
that.
it's not a straight shot though. There's like a stop in between, either in Chicago or in Dallas. That's usually where it's at, or Arizona. Arizona's always
Oh shit, y'all come out here. Let's go.
I ain't getting on no damn plane.
why?
What? That's on
Man,
you.
trust me, we don't want to drive.
I'm going
man.
to Seattle.
Man,
Hey,
you never
next
specify
year,
yourself, you ain't
come
gonna
to
make
Seattle.
it.
Promise.
You ain't gonna make
I've
it.
never been on the plane. Still to this day, never been on
Hey,
the plane.
So
next
you just
year,
drive everywhere.
we flying.
You said you ain't never been on a flight.
I've never been on the plane.
So you just
How
drive
you get it?
everywhere.
Yeah,
Trey ain't
not
really
that I'm
going.
scared.
No,
Not that I'm scared. Well,
I can't go.
I don't think he's
I
really
get up
went
there and
it's
anywhere.
nothing
in the
scary,
fuck out.
y'all.
They're gonna have to drag me, put me in the seat. They're gonna do everything.
I always get
Trust
high
me,
before I
man.
fly or drunk.
I
That
would
sounds
have
pretty
to.
fun.
I'd have to be slammed because
Flying
there ain't
high.
no way.
If
I'll
I'm
get
blind,
drunk.
I'm blind.
No, as soon as I get in the air, I'm like
What you say, Jay?
I'm gone.
You heard what I said. I
At
said
that
what I
Jim
said.
Beam. Walking to the airport.
My stomach would be.
I
oh
have
my
codeine in
God.
my purse all the time. It's always in my purse.
I keep a tranquilizer in my pocket. I put it in my.
I'm weak.
What are you doing?
Keep this at on me.
I'll
I'll
wake up in an hour.
You put people to sleep.
However long the flight is, I'm gonna keep popping them.
I
And
keep
what-
my
what'd you
flash
say,
on
I
Rose?
me
think
all the
after
time.
on
so
your own
long,
business,
you
right?
can't take. What?
You say you own your own business?
Who on
Yeah,
your business?
too.
And you sell Seamoss on one for a fact.
Yes.
Can you tell us
That's
exactly what Seamoss is? Because I think everybody here don't know what Seamoss is.
Yeah.
Seamoss is the best way I can explain it is it's kind of like seaweed. I don't know if you guys like sushi or no sushi. It's kind of like that. It has 92 of 102 minerals and several vitamins that you need for your body to function properly. I market it to anybody, but I mostly market it to pregnant women and postpartum women because after you have a baby, not only do you lose a lot of your minerals in your body, it's like a full detox. So like now you got like half the shit you had in your body and you need to replenish that. And then if you're going to breastfeed, or have any energy as a mother after that, Seamoss will definitely help you out. It replenishes all those minerals that you have missing. It is also very good with healthy weight loss, production of breast milk. It is also good for the male genitalia, so it's really good for like all the sexual benefits. You guys,
That's us, fellas.
no Viagra at like 50. You'll just take some Seamoss. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's it.
I mean, yeah, but it's really good for reversing. I mean, I'm not really supposed to say this, but it's really good for reversing cancer if your diet is correct. And it's also really good for hair growth,
Uh-oh.
blood
But is
growth.
it gonna help my beard? That's the question.
Who has that? You?
I'm trying to get it out like Trey. I'm trying to get like Trey and my brother.
My
No,
beard
that's-
ain't my
I was
beard
gonna
ain't
say-
like that.
I don't know. I don't know what you all's genes are, but it does help with the growth of hair. You can, it does help with all that stuff. It's really good for everything in your entire body. I've been taking it for 2.5 months. I have other people. I have a client that has lupus, and I don't know if you guys know that lupus is an autoimmune disease, and it causes your body to attack itself. And she's like in pain quite often, and so she's been taking it for a month, and she has not had any pain since. She's been waking up early. She's been feeling pretty good. She's been able to work out. She hasn't been nauseous. She actually, next month, I think she's deciding to skip her shots that she usually gets because she's been taking the Seamoss so often. So we're going to see. I'm not a doctor. I didn't tell her to do that. That was her business. But, you know, like, if that's what she wants to do, I just want to see the results and how she feels after that. Endometriosis is something that women get. It's a growth of cysts. Seamoss is really good with helping decrease inflammation. So when a woman is experiencing endometriosis, it's pretty much inflammation of cysts in the ovaries or the, oh my God, I'm high. What the fuck was I talking about?
Inflammation.
The uterus. When the uterus has cysts or anything like that are inflamed, it causes very, very, very painful menstrual cycles, very heavy menstrual cycles. And when you take Seamoss, after about 2 weeks, really take it 2 weeks and see your results after that, and then you can decide on if you want to keep taking it or not. It also really depends on your diet, but dairy affects women a lot more than it does men, and it just drives me nuts that all this information is out there and people don't even pay attention to it. But she has endometriosis. She's been taking it for about a month, the Seamoss for a month, and she's been pain-free. She did tell me that she does poop a lot, but that's gonna make you poop a lot anyway because we're all full of shit because we don't cleanse like we're supposed to. So you're gonna shit it out, and that's basically what's the problem is. So Seamoss is like a godly plant.
How much it cost?
I had
So-
some from Dr. Sebi's nephew, I believe, or
Yeah.
son or whatever, and it was dried up. It was in a capsule, and I used to take that. I didn't feel like Superman or nothing like that, but I did have more energy, and I liked the way it made me feel. It was pretty nice. Nothing like crazy. Like you don't be like, "Yo, I'm about to do a backflip," just because.
No, that's definitely something I need. Because I never have
But you
any
definitely have a
energy.
little bit more energy.
I
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
have
stop
any
taking Red
energy
Bull. I
after
need
an
that for
8-hour
work.
shift.
Yeah, I need that for work.
You just really have to pay attention to your diet, because if you're not intaking enough water, or you're going around eating steak and hamburgers and hot dogs and
Well,
cheese and
That's me.
chips and
I can't
That's
take
why I
all
did
that
not
stuff,
eat
you're not going to see any results, because it's like if you were to pour oil in a jar of oil. You're just putting some more shit on top of some more shit. You pour water on the oil, I mean, what's gonna sink? You know what I'm saying? You gotta change it. You can't have the same diet if you're gonna take peanuts.
But that's pretty hard though, because even I don't know where to go to get like food that's not processed, healthy
Grow
food,
it.
no meat, and then on top of that, feel full and feel like I have the energy and have the money to do it. Because I try to eat healthier, and that costs so much
I feel like
money.
it's the way you cook the food. Like instead of eating fried chicken, you gotta grill it. And,
See, I don't cook. I do, but I don't.
So
And that's another problem.
That's the crazy thing about this, is that you guys, well, you just said you don't know where to find the food. Honestly, it's fruits and vegetables. And if you want to feel full, eat a melon. If you don't like watermelon, eat a cantaloupe. If you don't like cantaloupe, eat a honeydew.
How you know?
Eat, huh?
How you know?
How I know what?
Just like how you, like how you know, like.
Oh, because I've been doing it for years. I've been eating like that for years. I mean,
When?
occasionally I do. Anyway, occasionally I don't fuck with me. I'm so high I can't even.
I'm gonna get somebody on this show. Somebody gonna get on here, and I'm gonna get them. That'll be good. But my bad. Go ahead. Proceed.
I couldn't hold it in though.
But yeah, back to the melons and eating.
You don't. Everybody thinks that you just have to like cook food. You don't. You can eat it raw and it'd be fine for you. Go eat like 6 bananas and make it. There's so many like things out there that you could like eat that doesn't contain meat, and you'll feel full afterwards, and like you'll feel good. You don't always have to cook it.
Like you do good for strawberries and stuff like that.
I actually have strawberries growing in my backyard.
What do you say about protein? What do you say about protein? I like tofu. That's protein. Peanuts. What else is there?
You can eat any kind of nuts, actually. You don't just have to eat peanuts. Peanuts are actually kind of leaning more towards the processed food sides. They're like they're GMOs now, considered GMOs, because they're processed so much. You can get real peanuts. You can get real peanuts, but it's I don't know where to get them from. Don't ask me. I'm allergic to peanuts. I can't.
Damn.
But I can eat cashews and almonds. I can eat cashews and almonds and stuff like that.
Right.
But as far as protein, there are plant proteins that actually work better for you. The whole myth that we need protein is totally a myth. You can look it all up on the internet if you want to go do the research. It's all there. You don't, and when women add extra protein, yes, we do have to have more calories in our body because we do have our periods and we do give birth and we do breastfeed and stuff like that. We're also very smart. But but you don't have to have protein. I can't tell you the last time I ate a steak or the last time I had a hamburger or a hot dog. I don't eat that shit. Not only does it get stuck in your second brain, which is your digestive system, but it also like causes acne. It causes any disease you can think of in the body because it's just sitting there in your intestines.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't stop eating steak and burgers.
I mean,
it's whatever you want to do. You want to stop, you want to stop. You don't. You know, you can't say you can't. It's if you want to do it or not.
Yeah, right.
I do feel like we should all stop drinking milk.
Oh yeah, I don't even drink milk at all.
I literally made myself
terrible.
like I cannot. I seen that video and I stopped drinking milk for like a month or two.
Sick.
It was longer than that. But
I've been trying to tell everybody
when I
that.
try to drink it again, that shit had my stomach. Woo!
I only use milk for like my eggs and shit in the morning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cereal.
Use almond milk.
Just a dab though, because like when I used to
Can't
eat
do that.
cereal,
This is gross.
when I used to eat cereal in the morning, like dairy is like not good like during the day anyway. It's better at night.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got lactose motherfuckers like James.
Yeah. Damn, just expose it like I was on the show. Damn.
I mean, even when I was drinking milk, I always thought it was weird. Like when you start to think about milk, milk is made for babies. That's the
Right.
only reason why milk is even made. It's made for a baby. On top of that, we're drinking milk
Dairy
from
milk is
another
made for a baby
species.
cow.
They're babies.
You guys aren't baby cows.
Right. That makes it even worse. It's for a baby that's not even a human baby. And we're drinking it.
We women, the ones with the vaginas, the ones y'all always trying to climb inside of, we make milk.
But
Do
that's
that.
still for babies and not for grown adults.
Actually, no. There are people who do drink breast milk because of the body, all the natural hormones, all the natural minerals, all the natural vitamins you need in your body is produced in the breast milk. That's why I promote Seamoss to women who are breastfeeding, because they have to replenish those nutrients. There are a lot of women who have iron deficiencies. There are a lot of women who have vitamin B deficiencies. There are a lot of women who have B12 deficiencies or calcium deficiencies. Their teeth are falling out. Their skin is breaking out. It's because they aren't replenishing those vitamins and those minerals in their body. And they're eating God knows what. Because when you're pregnant, everything's up for grabs. Everything.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Everything.
Makes a lot of sense. So do you think it makes the baby healthier? Because that's what I'm getting from it, too. Kind of just makes sense.
It only just, whatever you put in your body, whether you be male or female, is going to come out. Period. So if I'm putting Seamoss and healthy food in my diet and I'm breastfeeding my child, it's going to come out to my child. My child is going to be healthy. Actually, you know what? My son, Apollo, was breastfed, and I did have Seamoss at the time. I didn't have a lot of it. I just tried it out because I was nervous. But when I was breastfeeding him, he was fine. My son is not vaccinated. He does not get sick. He's been sick one time. That was my fault. I dropped the ball. But he doesn't get sick. He doesn't have baby acne. He doesn't have any issues. He didn't have no problem pooping. He ain't never had no problem pooping. He's perfectly healthy. Now, is this the case for everybody's baby? No, but the friends that I have that do have children who have gone on the same path as me, their kids are just fine too. So, yeah, it does help for the baby. It absolutely does. And you can take it while you're pregnant. You don't have to be postpartum or anything like that. I'm talking to you guys like you're women and you guys can give birth.
Nah, man, we learn it. You're actually talking to more than just men. You talking to whoever else is going to listen to this podcast.
And plus,
Who
we
wants to
gonna be
learn
following.
something.
We're
Yeah,
gonna be
it's
following.
information. I mean, this is stuff you need to know.
Right. We're gonna be
Say
following.
you in a relationship, you have a daughter or something, you have a kid in general, and
Right.
the
That's
mom
what this is
dies
all
or
about.
something happens, you gotta know.
Knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
That's why I agree that it's important to have a good, strong, intelligent woman alongside you, but that's hard to come by these days, you know.
They out there.
I
But
mean,
somebody
we out
ruins
here.
it for
I
everybody
promise you,
else.
we out here.
Yeah.
So, on to the first topic. Do you believe in energies? Are energies real?
So, this is like basic science. Sometimes I feel like
Bill Nye, go ahead.
no, I didn't. I mean, like energy is light. It's not anything. It's heat. It's light. It's not anything other than what it is. And energies, right? So, like, human beings, we are connected to any and everything. We are naturally empathic because we do. I don't know if you guys know what osmosis is, but it's like the absorption through cells or whatever like that. So we do absorb any and everything around us. That's why we all are fucking crazy. But yes, energies do exist, and whether you want to call them spirit, energies, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, they're there. They're not going anywhere. The way I like to explain it is if like you have a piece of wood and you cut it up into pieces. that piece of wood is still that piece of wood. It's just smaller, right? Right. So you stick it in the sawdust thing. What is it? The tree chopper thingy? Wood chipper? Wood chipper? Yeah, that wood chipper. You stick it. You stick it in a wood chipper, and then it becomes sawdust. That piece of wood was still that piece of wood. It's just smaller, right?
Right.
Then you blow it in the wind. You can't see it no more, right? But it's still there. It's just small. You can't see it. It's the same thing with atoms. We can't see our atoms and our molecules and shit like that, but they make us up and they're here. We just can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish I had my notebook. I have a really nice, because it's just that goes into like vibrations.
Yeah.
And vibrations goes into what she's talking about. Like you can feel people. That's the whole word vibes. You can feel people's vibes when you walk in a room and feel somebody's energy, and they it's like the vibe. They don't want you there. You feel that. They giving off a very negative energy, which in turn is giving off a negative vibration. That's why we talk about people who listen to music and they always thinking about shooting or robbing somebody. They had a very low vibration. So when you're in the presence of somebody in that type of vibration, you're going to feel it, especially if you're a person that's moving at a higher vibration. If your energy is up here and then you walk in a room and all of a sudden the energy plummets, you're going to feel that. So yeah, of course, energy is real.
So my whole thing is this, like, why do people believe in energies and spirits? They don't believe in God. Not necessarily saying that any of y'all, but like people, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in religion.
I feel like that goes back into some people just strictly believe in science.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like I don't
they
get it.
believe
That's what confuses me.
I feel like they're together, and
everything's
like
intertwined. Everything
almost
is
the same thing.
Wraps around. You just got to know how to connect.
Facts, and it's all about connection because everything is everything, like Lauryn Hill said. But, I mean, everything is everything. So, like, God, I like to explain this because a lot of people don't pay attention to the Bible for real like that. And I like to tell people, like, yes, Jesus may have existed. Do we really know? No, we don't know. But at the same time, it's like this man practiced peace. This man practiced healthy eating. This man practiced meditation. This man did all this shit, whether you want to call it prayer, meditation, whatever. It is that. It is that. So yeah, he did exist, but before him, where'd he learn all this stuff from? You say God, but we don't know who this God is at the end of the day. Yes, God does exist. And it does say in the Bible that we are God's children. Well, I gave birth to my children, so my children are a part of me. That makes my children me. That's me. You know what I'm saying? There's really no difference. It's all connected. And so for people to be like, oh, some deity in the sky in space somewhere or somewhere elsewhere out there, like
I've noticed if people don't believe in God, they believe in they refer to God as the universe.
Right, because it is what it is. Like the creator of everything, the universe.
Yeah. And I make that connection, and that's how I see it. But some people refuse to accept or acknowledge God, but they'll say, "Oh, the universe."
I feel like they're agreeing and they don't know it.
Yeah,
they just don't know how to make. They don't want to make that connection. They're too closed-minded. They don't understand religion. Maybe they don't understand. They don't
because they're vibrating at a lower the lower chakras. They're worried about what are the
earthly shit.
Yeah, what is the government pumping to us? Fear. Yeah. Money, sex, fear, all day long. That's all we see all day long. God. Get this, get that, fast paced. No, if we actually got the time to sit and clear our bodies and operate off of the astrology, I know this sounds weird, y'all, but if you just sat and just operated off of astrology and the way, like the flow and the vibrations that the earth give off, like it's so much easier to make it. I promise you, it's easier to make it through life. I promise you. Now, am I perfect? No. Y'all see me over here smoking some weed and drinking some alcohol. It's wine. I made a nice
wine's dope.
But you see, that stuff that's not bad because you feel me. You're at a vibration where you know how to use it. And that's why we were talking to James earlier, like But
there's a lot of people who aren't past the root chakra, which does have to do with whatever disease or dis-ease as space in the body that they experience.
So when you say chakras, you referring to the same thing like off Naruto? I just want to know
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
She
all right.
loves anime.
No, we're
So
not
it's-
going there tonight. We're not.
Yes, we
Hey,
are.
God,
Yes, we
hey,
are.
God.
Look, Trey. Look, Trey. I gotta slide over
What
real
you
quick.
think?
Trey, we're gonna talk about WWE next time, right? But yeah, we're talking about chakras right now. We're talking about anime right now.
Yo,
Anime.
So
yeah,
if you
go ahead and
watch
talk about
Hunter x Hunter,
chakras. What's
Uh,
if you
chakras?
watch Hunter x Hunter, Naruto,
Yeah.
anything where they talk about using the energy in your body and meditating and flowing to find the energy in your body, that's exactly what it is. Reiki is the exact same thing. I don't know if you guys have heard about Reiki. It's reading energies in the body. You can actually, so each organ in your body gives off different vibrations. And so each organ in your body and each muscle in your body and vein, whatever, in your body all relates to different chakras. There are 144 chakras that exist that we know of. But the main ones we worry about are the 7: the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the third eye, which is right here, which I have tattooed on the back of my head if you guys ever get the chance to see it, and then the crown chakra. And they all relate to colors: red, orange, yellow, green, the Roy G. Biv, pretty much. And so violet is the crown chakra. And a lot of people don't know that, like, when they use ultraviolet rays, like in I don't know, do microwaves use ultraviolet rays? Something that uses ultraviolet rays.
So,
Is
yeah, I
it
think
infrared? I don't know.
Is that?
That's not
It's one of
infrared.
them.
It's UAV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those. Anyway, that does affect us. It's radiation, whether it be in a small dose or a large dose. It's still affecting us, and it does throw off our mental because we don't have the proper diet, not just food, but mental and emotional and physical state to be able to block those. Now back to Naruto. They use that energy. They practice harvesting that energy. They train hard. Like, people do this shit. Monks do this shit. Like, they do
Right.
it. And like, to be in the Western world like we are, it's gonna be really hard for us to achieve that unless we got some dope ass motherfuckers out here that do knowing shit.
Right.
Cause
One thing that
Nah, it's
I'm
gonna be
still
hard.
learning.
that's
Yeah.
one thing I always
Too
thought
much going
about
on.
is like when we talked about connection, as like you said, monks do that. It's like one day I was thinking, like, what if, people are so quick to say one religion is wrong from another. And I'm like, I'm looking for the connection. Like, where does this all connect? Where do the monks' belief tie into ours? And I feel like somewhere along the lines it's all connected.
It is.
Because when
It
you
absolutely
focus
is.
on energy, it's like Chinese people have their own way where I can see clearly this is what they're doing the same thing. They're meditating, they're doing this. This, I don't know, I feel like it's all connected somewhere along the way.
I mean, yeah, it all started on whatever you want to call it, Pangea. It's originally called Africa. I don't know why they call it Pangea. Like, Africa wasn't one big continent at one point. But so you said what, the Chinese, so they meditate, right?
Mm.
So from the natives. Another thing is, like, even though, like, the closer you get to the equator, the darker the hue of the human, the hotter it is, right? So the further you get, the colder it is, and the lighter the skin. So, like, we're all one people. Some of us migrated further. And when people are like, oh, white people, da 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 da, yes, they are a genetic mutation of us, but they are still part of us. And they are what you would call, I don't want to say the negative, because they're not the negative of us, but like, they just won't. My belief is they won't ever have a deep rooted connection like we do, because we are of this, like, we are this planet. We aren't any different from this planet. They just happen to be like mutated from us. Like, it's like,
Right.
I
Yeah,
also
get what
heard
you're
it
saying.
could be possibly because of the diet that they were eating when they went to
Right.
wherever they went to.
Exactly.
And Europe is always cloudy. They really don't get that much sun for real.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Some of us migrated further, and Our DNA had to change and adapt. That's what it does. That's all it does. We are naturally adapting creatures.
I can see that. But what about your third eye? Is third eye more important than anything? Or is it like from your chakra? Is it all the same, like importance? Or is your third eye your most important? Because I hear about third eye all the time.
That's because like people relate it to, well, from what I've heard, people relate it to like knowledge or like intuition.
Yeah.
And no, it is not the most important. All of your chakras are very important. There's no one that is more important than the other. Um, Whenever you do get the chance to actually feel that balance and like feel that flow, I can say from my experience, it's like better than an orgasm. It's better than having a piece of chocolate that you just bought off the store that's still, you know, nice and melted in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing. It can make you feel all types of emotions, and when you feel those emotions, it's necessary to let them go. But like the third eye chakra, like it's intuition. Like someone once told me that the way that you know that it's open is like it'll tingle, or you'll feel it in your heart chakra. Like you'll feel, like you'll just know, and then like you'll feel it. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain
Just,
it.
I know
so
what
you
you're
feel
talking
like
about.
your third eye is
Sorry,
open?
like for the most part. I mean, there's sometimes when I have it closed off and I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
But
You just shit.
Do you get like a feeling of like a how do you say, freedom almost? Do you feel like an achievement type feeling? You feel like you leveled up in some way?
as
It's a
far
part
as
of
like
growth.
my third chakra being, I mean my
Your third
third eye
eye.
chakra.
So are there like benefits to it and like shit like that?
I don't
Yeah.
So
know.
I'm naturally like kinetic, so movement is my thing. It's like easy for me to, sometimes it's easy for me to flow, sometimes it's not, but it depends on where I'm at in my body and how I feel. But when I was able to like harness the abilities of my third chakra, third eye chakra, then I wouldn't say leveled up, but I felt accomplished within myself because now it's easy for me to know a lot of stuff, like to be in on the energies. Like I receive energy here to like be able to tell like what my next step is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The
So
reason
it's
I was
like
asking because when I felt like, or I feel like that my third eye open, I kind of felt like, I don't know, I just felt like I was on a different level, like I leveled up, almost like in a video game or something. It's like I kind of felt like I was way up over the clouds, and everything
Because
looked like
you're at a high vibration.
it looked like it made sense. Like I
yeah,
feel like, I don't know, it just felt like
And that's the part
um,
where it's like, yeah, definitely, because you're at a high vibration. Because I feel like anytime you're in that state, you're at the high vibration, so you're constantly thinking positive thoughts. So
Mm-hmm.
you just feel better. You know that you're making the right moves. That's like I used to tell you, when I would do something and I know that's what I'm supposed to do, I would get a sensation through my whole body. And that was like my
exactly.
go-to sign. That was like, okay, I know
Yeah,
this is, I'm in the right path. It
yeah.
was just like something I knew, I could feel it. It was, all right, I'm on
Like
something.
it tingles. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Like you get this
Yeah.
like weird sensation. Yeah, like it tingles,
Yeah,
and
I
you're
remember
like,
this.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
And you just like,
What'd you
okay, let
say,
me go
Trey?
this direction.
I remember this one dude was telling me like if you feel goosebumps by listening to music, that means that you really feel it, and that's how I feel with music. Like I feel all that high energy and all that. I make like a
because
dope
music,
beat.
bruh, that
Yeah,
it
while
really does
recording.
fuck with your emotions.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah. So
It
that's
can be
definitely
good and bad. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
that's how you listen to the right people. Like you listen to like a Tribe Called Quest or like Quest Love or somebody like that. Like you listen to like
J.
Nas,
Cole,
right? You
I listen
listen
to
to
a
positive
lot of
people.
Nip.
You gonna
I've
listen
been
to
listening
positive,
to
Nipsey.
positive, yeah.
Jay-Z's 444 album. is nice
Right.
too.
That man is a very smart man.
Yeah.
Jay-Z?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
A
Yeah.
genius.
Well, yeah, I was wondering. Because I feel like the life and world, like as a whole, it don't look the same as it did 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is not
We're
even
just
the
living
same.
in the experience. We're just experiencing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is, to be honest, our lives have been over like years ago. We are moving at a very, very slow timeline. And the reason like it looks so different now is because we're in something called the Age of Aquarius, which is the age of information.
Mhm.
And so like we're getting hit back to back with you got to wake the fuck up. The universe is like you got to wake the fuck up. Because if you don't, you're gonna be detoxed
You're
like the
doomed.
rest of them.
So what's Age of
And you really ain't
Aquarius?
got no
Like,
choice.
when's Libra time?
That's like
me.
I said.
When's my
we-
time?
When is Sagittarius?
No,
Like,
that's
what's
just
going
like I
on?
said. Like I told people, like when this coronavirus stuff hit, one, if you were already hip to the information, this stuff was talked about. So if you were aware, then you knew this wasn't like coronavirus. So these people that are programmed, like we were talking about earlier, all they know is the news. The news. They think everything they see on social media, the news. They take that information and it's like, oh my God, I got to go start wearing a mask. I got to do this. I'm not. I was aware of this stuff. So like, I always said like this was also the universe's way of, us being stuck in the house. You can't go nowhere. You got a lot of people dealing with stuff that they going out to bars drinking. They doing all this stuff to get away from these problems that are, internal problems. So now that you in the coronavirus, you ain't nowhere to escape. You ain't got no choice but to deal with these issues
feel
head
that.
on.
Like, guys
So
making
people,
you look in the mirror. Like,
That's
you,
what I'm thinking.
you
Like,
gotta
guys
look
make
at that
everybody face
motherfucking
their
mirror.
fears. Yeah, everybody's like face your fears, face your problems.
like she
Work it
said, is
out.
wake the fuck up. Like
Shit ain't
listen,
easy though. That shit's not easy.
it's not. And like I
Right.
said, everybody's experience is different. So, I'm aware some people are so far in the dark, and I think that's a big part of it too. Is right now everything is so divided, and it's like I said, like I feel like there's evil, and the evil side is they play a part. All these people that are actively trying to divide us and keep us apart, that's evil. The good is just us doing this, putting the energy, putting the information out there, and those people that are out there that may be clueless, maybe they're sitting around watching this, and it's like they start looking into some of the stuff we're talking about, and then it opens their mind. Maybe that's the good side. We trying to just it's our job to put the information out there and to help as many people as possible.
I agree.
I do want it to be known that once I really start like, because I'm still in Seamoss, but mostly in Washington, because I just brought it to Lexington and didn't nobody know about it. But once it gets out there, if I die randomly, I did not kill myself. And I know how to drive, so I did not drive
Oh
off
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
it.
Dr. Sebi, they
Throw
killed
that
that
out
man.
there.
They
Right.
killed
I'm just
Dr.
gonna throw
Sebi.
that out there.
He found the cure.
I did not murder myself.
No, he found the cure.
I'm not suicidal. I like weed too much and my kids.
Right.
And that's the thing. People, it's like people. Some people are they're so brainwashed and just closed-minded to the fact that they just don't know. And that's why I said it's crazy, because there's some
takes
people
time,
that are
though.
so everything that you see on the news is real. Like they think everything is a conspiracy. They're not even
Seeing the
open
bigger
to, hey,
picture.
this could be a possibility.
Ain't nobody seeing the bigger
Exactly.
picture
That's
right
like
now.
me. I'm just like I've learned to be just I'm open to whatever. I don't consider anything wrong, anything right. It's just okay. That could be a possibility.
Ben just going with the flow.
I think I think Trey had something to say.
Ben
No,
just being-
I didn't say nothing for real.
Oh.
I just
Nah,
said people wasn't
what
getting
was
the
you
bigger
saying
picture
earlier?
right now.
You were saying something.
I wasn't saying that.
You
But
said
I
something
will
about
say,
energy.
I really do think that having sex, like a whole lot of just random, meaningless sex, drinking a lot of alcohol,
Y'all
just
gonna keep mentioning this alcohol. I feel attacked.
No,
I feel
we
like
talking about,
it can
you're doing
close
good. You
your
chilling. We talking
third
about
eye.
This
Anything
man
that you
right
can be
here has
addicted
been
to
doing it for
can
days.
close your third eye, I feel like.
See,
He's been
Rose,
coming
you
to
drinking
me
with
for
a
days.
positive mindset. You know what I mean?
But
You ain't drinking with a negative mindset. You feel me? So that's what we talking about.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't drink with a negative mindset. I actually just stopped drinking so
Nah.
much. I can tell you, not like this has to do with like drinking with a negative mindset. When I first got here, like you said, to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, it was very uncomfortable. It was
Yeah.
very uncomfortable. And sometimes I do block myself from change, and sometimes I do block myself from my blessings. And alcohol was one of the factors in that. And I had gone deep down into a hole, to tell you the truth. Like I was deep down in it. And so when I don't know who I spoke to, but somebody put the light back in my life. Like they just kept saying stuff to me that was just like really like pushing me. Like it was positive communication pretty much. And it just put me into perspective like, maybe I do drink too much. Maybe I should slow down. And then so like this year it was like I've been focused ever since. And COVID definitely gave me the opportunity to get more focused. And so I mean I enjoy a glass of wine every 2 hours or something, but like it's not as
And
much as I used to drink.
I like the drink.
Yeah, and that's me. It's like
But you ain't
I
gonna
say
catch me
now,
doing
like
it
I
every
drink
week.
not so
Stop the
much.
cap.
Oh, time
Stop
out.
the cap.
Time out.
I like
Guys,
the drink. I love Hennessy.
guys,
That's my best friend.
Stop the cap.
listen.
Liquid cocaine.
I
Don't
appreciate
get
this
me started.
conversation, but I have to go. I do have to go attend to my family, and I have to go do boss woman shit. So I will talk to you guys later if you all ever want to have me on the show again. Thank you so much. I can answer any other questions in an email if you want me to,
Okay.
but I have to go.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, that is
Okay.
fine.
It's
Thank
nice
you
having a
for
conversation with
joining
you.
us.
Yeah, nice
I'll
meeting you.
put
No
your
problem.
information in
Sorry,
the
guys.
description under
That's
the video
cool.
too on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Send me the link too.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks.
Cool.
Bye,
Nice talking
guys.
to you. See ya.
So that was pretty good.
All right, crazy.
I wasn't done.
I had
What was you saying?
I
But no,
had
just keep going.
You're right. You gotta go
But what
flawless.
was you saying about you? You said you was asking something.
I
Yeah,
can't
boys
stay
wanna
on
keep
here that
going?
much longer either.
but what'd you say? What'd you say, Ben?
Trey was saying something about energy a minute ago.
Yeah, he did.
I-
He said something.
I was saying people wasn't getting the bigger picture because I was adding to what you were saying, to what Ben was saying.
Yeah, people. I don't know. People be closed minded, and it's like that's bad in a sense because if you closed minded, you only think this is the only way that something can be. Then you're not open to the possible. You just it's just a sick way to be in a sense.
That's a lot of people closed-minded. I feel like a lot of people who think they're open-minded are still a little closed-minded because I know I am.
They are. They're closed minded because, and when you're closed minded, you only see things as one way. So it's like when somebody tells you, "Oh, you're not being open minded." Yes, I am, because they think they're being open minded, and they only see it as one way. So nobody can tell them that they're not. They're not open to the possibility that they could be closed minded.
I feel like as long as you have that mentality of, okay, like I don't believe in that, but somebody else can think that. Certain people do think that. Just because I don't think that this is how it should be doesn't mean that
Right.
everybody else has to feel the same exact way I do.
Right.
Right.
I feel like that's fine because there's a lot of people who, you know, they think service, like especially about like women and men, gender roles right now. Like a man should always provide for the woman, yada yada yada. Battery getting low. Hold on.
I got my phone on the charger,
Mine too.
but
I'm weak. I thought somebody else was in the house. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Well, almost lost,
They got some female over there.
almost lost my battery charge, boy. But
And you know what? I've been off my vibe. That makes me think about it because I've been off my vibe. I ain't felt my you feel me? I ain't even felt my, like I was telling you, I ain't been in my zone. I've not felt my sensations.
Get
Like
habit, for real.
I haven't been meditating. I haven't been doing my normal stuff, and I don't get the sensation no more because I'm not.
Right.
I know I'm not doing what I'm not moving. I become stagnant.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like you might just need to like get away. You feel me? And just like
I do. I needed. I mean, I know I do. I need to take a vacation, but right now I'm focused on something. I just gotta lock in even more. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what
what I need
I was
to do.
about
I
to
just
ask
need to
you,
do
like,
it.
are
Bro,
you
that's
just
what I
like
feel
not
like.
as
That's how I feel
motivated
like.
as you was?
It's
Or
not
is-
even that. It's just like as I was telling James, it's like that's just the way it is. It's like anytime you like I was going, but anytime you get that it's the paradigm, you get that urge of okay, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. It's just that energy will jump in and be like, all right, you're getting out your comfort zone. You need to chill out. You're doing too much. So I progressed a little bit, but like I said, I become stagnant. I'm like, all right, because I know that like what I want is just on the other side of the hill. And it's like I'm going, and it's like the paradigm's like, no, you want to stay over here. You don't want to go. You're doing too much.
Right.
But that's where I got to get uncomfortable. It's like, so I'm just kind of I got to get locked back in, get back in to meditate, get back in the gym, get back to eating right, because you eating junk food and sugary shit all day. That stuff, like James said, alcohol. Too much alcohol affects it because when you drink too much alcohol, you black out. You no longer in control of your thoughts. And the big part of, controlling your energy and shit is being in control. And anytime you drink too much alcohol, you lose control.
And so I'm saying drink with a positive mindset.
So then you start to float.
Even then, like you don't have to. Even if you drink in a positive mindset, you're still numbing yourself.
But like my whole thing, the reason why you drink in a positive mindset because you're not gonna drink too much. Like if you drink in a negative mindset, you're gonna try to kill that pain. Like Kendrick's swimming pools. That's what the whole song was about. You're trying to drown yourself in, you know what I mean, to the point where you're like, I ain't worried about these problems. I ain't worried about being broke. I ain't worried about my bills being late, or I ain't worried about losing my girl or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why people drink. You know what I mean? They drinking to feel something to kill that void. You feel me?
And see, that's like when I be trying to, like now I said I'm trying to get back in my meditation and stuff. That's why sometimes I more or less smoke because, for the wrong person, depending on where a person is in their life and how they understand, the third eye, like the third eye can be a negative thing to somebody who isn't ready to experience that. If you're not ready to see the world for what it really is, your third eye opening is a scary ass. Like some people freak the fuck out.
It's not the same world that you're looking at. Once that third eye open, it's not the same. It will never look the same ever again.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when mine started to open, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like we was talking about, because when you tap in and meditate, that's the only way to really get into. That's the only way to get into that. That's the only way to access it. You got to. That's the only way you can experience that. And it's like when you feel that energy, I mean, the energy stays with you. Anytime you're interacting throughout your normal day-to-day process, you'll get that sensation. You'll get that sensation when you're doing the right shit you're supposed to be doing.
I thought Ben be selling cars. He said, "Hey, nigga, what you looking for? The Challenger or the Charger, nigga?
Fashion car,
You gonna buy a car or not, man?
Nah,
Just say it.
I think the same way about weed. If you smoke weed, you cool. But if you smoke a lot of weed, you just, I mean, what's the point?
You go down. The thing about smoking is like I said, like when you smoke, it's easier to get into that spiritual realm because you get so focused and zoned, and it's easy to relax.
That's true. But I feel like smoking with a bad, what was y'all talking about? Smoking with
negative,
people,
drinking
people
with
at a low
energy?
vibration.
Yeah.
Low vibration.
I think to me that works better with weed. Smoking with bad energy, smoking with good energy. But to me, alcohol just ain't good because it's literal poison. I just don't fuck with it like that. I drink. I'll drink.
But that's the thing,
but-
you know what I mean? It's with moderation. You feel me? You gotta know how to limit yourself. Okay, I can't drink no more because I had too much. You feel me? But if you keep drinking, that's how you become an alcoholic and it ruins your life. You feel me? And it starts affecting everybody around you.
What
You know
I'm
what I mean? You
saying
start doing things
is
that you don't need to be
poison no
doing.
matter what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Weed is a plant that is not poison, but too much of it is bad.
Yeah,
Any
much anything
alcohol
is bad.
technically ain't good because it is.
No, because
poison.
I've seen some people when they smoke weed, you be like, okay, they doing too much. They need to stop.
Yeah, like that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to some people. Like when you get people to be like, "Oh, I smoke, bro. I started seeing this." I'm like, bro, you ain't seen shit.
Right.
Like I hate that shit when people be like, "Oh,
Damn, man, you gonna talk to him like that?
If you smoke what I
ain't seen
smoked, I know
shit.
you ain't
First
seen
of all, your
nothing. 'Cause I ain't
nostrils
seen
open
nothing.
wide up.
I mean,
You
shit.
like to fight somebody. You ain't see
Like a
shit.
CIA.
I said, I already seen that
Ice
nigga.
Cube?
Yeah,
You got the Ice Cube mode going on. You
for
ain't
real.
see-
But that's
I don't
the
know what
thing. Like
fuck your niggas is
smoking
talking
will
about,
help you
cuz.
enter into that spiritual realm or that realm of like meditation, and that's like where your energy, whatever you thinking about, is where you going to go to. So like when you meditate and you letting go and you thinking of positive things, you're going into a positive. When you thinking, okay, I want to get this type of house, I want this type of car, I want this type of, and when you get in and start studying that shit, you learn about all that. You learn about affirmations and stuff, which is the repetition of words like we were talking about. I am rich. Instead of, it's the way you program your mind. When you sit around, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. You telling your subconscious mind, I'm broke. So therefore, you're going to be broke. You tell yourself, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. You keep telling yourself that, you're going to start moving in the direction.
But there still is more to that.
It is. There's a lot.
There's
What do you mean?
music, the people you hang with, the environment you're in. There's so much shit, bro. Birds of the same feather flock together, motherfucker. If you hang out with motherfuckers that ain't shit, you are going to not be shit until you leave.
That's real. That's what I mean.
Real.
That's how it is. Like when you around people that are negative and constantly hating on people or constantly talking down and they're in a low vibration. When you put yourself in that environment, you naturally gonna fucking do the same shit. You gonna talk about people for no fucking reason. You gonna that's what you do. But when you surround yourself with the opposite, people that are just like, we be around, we talking about making businesses and designing t-shirts. Our energy is it's up here. We thinking about things that's gonna improve or make something better. So therefore we moving at a different vibration.
It pushes the whole group.
And it's like when our flock flies into a flock that's carrying a bunch of negative energy, we feel that shit. Like y'all niggas need to get out our fly zone. I don't know what the hell y'all fucking the vibe wrong. That's why when we like, maybe we need to leave. You know, that's that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like that one TikTok meme that they walk in and they walk back out.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's from like
Trey's ready to get your ass too. Huh?
what?
James brought up like
What? What?
But that goes back to like what James was talking about too earlier. We didn't touch on was having too much sex with the wrong people or just having sex with random people.
Man,
Anytime
too
you
much
have
sex is not
sexual-
good, dog.
Yeah, you have anytime for a man.
Random, meaningless sex. I mean, not a whole bunch of sex with someone that you actually feel like you meant to be with. Like if you got a girlfriend, y'all niggas love each other. I mean, that's different. But
That's
I'm talking about
chemistry,
like
yeah.
picking up some bitch on the strip, take her home, get the draws. Y'all don't even remember each other's names.
That's just like
That's not
just
good.
like we talking about energy too. When you have sex with somebody, you get a burst of their energy.
Y'all are sharing.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know. It's ish.
Okay. All right, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like now, it's like, but when you raise your vibration,
Yeah.
And like I talked about, like, I know I'm not in my zone like right now, but when I was feeling the sensations and everything, like, you just know, like when you in a presence of a female that is kind of just, it's just kind of like, you know, it's like, all right, get out, that ain't for me.
Right.
But when you around somebody who's higher energy, and you can kind of, I'm kind of like, because I ain't gonna say no names now, but you know, there's somebody I met recently, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? But her energy's different. It's not the energy I felt around most chicks. It's just, it's different.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way. Like, it's like, damn, I ain't felt that in a minute with a chick. But it's like she also carries herself a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she carries herself with more class. It's like, all right, that makes sense. I like that. Like, nowadays, I ain't gonna get into it deep because it's gonna you know, hurt a lot of.
Man, you know, if you around a chick for, I don't know, you hang out with a chick 1-2 times or something, you already know if that vibration is good enough or not. You actually probably know on the first time y'all hang out or when you meet them.
Of course.
Yeah, you know everything about that person. Like, okay, this person like this. You feel me? Like, this
Man, you can learn a lot about somebody by actually watching them and talking to them. I mean, you know, they put out their best in the beginning, but after a while, you can, you know what I'm saying? You'll know.
But
And that's like I said, everything's experiences. You know how to move more. Or, you know, you move different when you've been through shit. When you've been with a chick, you've seen this. You know how you. That's why I said you gotta learn how to let shit go, but keep it in mind. It's an experience.
Yeah.
I seen this thing earlier. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he said life is like waves. People gonna come and go. He said you gotta learn to just let it happen. It's just like waves. They come into the shore and they go out. There's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta let it happen.
Right. You gotta
You
be
know?
water.
You gotta let
heard
it.
Say it again, Carl.
Let
What'd you
it
say?
do.
You gotta be water, my friend.
All right, now shut your mouth.
But no, but
But it's
going
like
back to
it's
that
just like in
relationship
life,
thing,
you gotta learn.
yeah.
People gonna come and go, and you gotta learn to let shit go. Like if you holding on to a toxic person, that person's gonna drag you down. Like if a fucking log gets washed up on the shore and you just refuse to let it go, you have a chance to escape. If you in a fucking ocean and it's storming, you holding on to this log, it washes up on shore, but you too afraid, for some reason you don't want to let go, and the wave goes to take it away, you going with it because you choose to hold on instead of letting go.
Going back
And
to
in
that
turn, that can
relationship
drown
thing,
you. Whatever the case you have, you want to phrase it, make
What
it
you say,
sound.
Carl?
So basically, going back to the relationship thing is me being a Sagittarius. I read something like they like to tell me everything. Like every person I meet, they tell me everything. So when the first time I meet that person, I know almost everything about them. And it's like weird as fuck. So that's just like, so that's when I meet people, I can already tell who this person is, and also if I should be around them at all times. And that's usually when I do.
You think that's true so far from what you
I mean, yeah,
experienced?
sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be like, okay, this person is exactly like this. I know this person is not going to be good for me. So I just eventually like either cut them off or I just try to act like cool with them for a little bit. Yeah, I eventually cut them off because
That's just real, recognize real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you a real individual and you know how, and you used to being around real individuals and you at a high vibration operating with real individuals,
right.
anytime somebody else is in the mix, you feel it. That's why I said it's very important to be in tune. Like be in tune to feeling energies. If you don't feel energies, then you need to figure out how you need to start feeling energy. Because like we're all friends, we all know energies, we know what it means when you walk in a room and you feel that they don't want me here. You feel that shit. Same thing with a woman. You can tell when you with her if by the way she acts and she conducts herself, if she's really feeling you or if she's more concerned with something else. You feel that energy, so you kind of know how to, all right. And it's just up to you to observe it and address it. And if it can be handled, and then address it. If not, then, you know, and that's why I feel like nowadays is you talking to a chick, there's a lot of beating around the bush and blah, blah. Just, it is what it is. Like, what is this? Let it be known where we stand up front.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
I need to know.
If you want this to be a, you know, we just freaking on the weekend type thing, then say that.
That's both ways as well too.
Yeah, just on both sides. Yeah, just say that. If you want a relationship, if that's what you want, then just say that.
When you grow up and when you know what I'm saying, like what you talking about being real or whatever, once you get to a certain level, that's just how you are.
Right.
And like Ari said, you'll start to flow. Like, yeah, I feel like everybody should be truthful and just say what the fuck you want. Just say it.
But some people, you gotta get out of them. You just gotta be like, hey, how are you feeling about this? I remember one time I was at work and I was at the bar. I felt like this girl did not like me for some odd reason. So one day I was just like, do you not like me for some reason? You just like, I tried to do it in a nice way, professional way, so she wouldn't go off. But I was just like, you know what I mean? Is there something I did? You know, she's like, no, it's just how I am. When you get busy, I'm just kind of blunt. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Just because we worked it out. Now I know that's how she is, and now we can move forward. And we was cool after that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta speak up. Just I'm saying, be bold and just speak up. You know what I mean? Just say something. You know, say what's on your mind. You feel me?
Not everybody's blunt.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I mean, some chicks, you feel me, when they in social settings like that, they used to being hit on a lot. So it's like, if you're gonna say something to them, it's like, you need to have a reason for approaching her. Most motherfuckers walk up to her and don't have a fucking clue what they want. It's hey. And then when it's like, hey, you know, what the fuck is awkward because they fucking, I don't know, it's just people, some people just so mesmerized, just like, hey, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way.
Why the hell she's like, you know, what do you want? Like you wasting her time. What the fuck do you want?
That's like, I kind of feel like, no, I was not being finished, but no, yeah, that's how you feel, like you feel at the bars and shit. When you talk to girls, like I had to learn that the hard way. Like you gotta come with something. You know, you gotta come with something. You gotta come with
Go ahead. Experience again. That experience. You gotta go through shit to know. I mean,
you gotta have that drip. You ain't got that drip, then you know I can learn. You ain't got that drip
because they hear the same shit like over and over all night.
Right.
And like when it's time for you, you want to be yourself, but you can't because she's hearing all these other bullshit. So you gotta put a little swerve on it a little bit.
Put that drip,
but that's not you. It makes it hard sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be like, "Yo, bitch, what's up?" But that's not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
And she gonna tell.
Sure. Like that, but that's not me.
She gonna tell that you not like it too. She gonna tell you not that type of nigga.
Women can sense that.
Yeah,
that's why motherfuckers say
like you straight fucking right now. You know what I'm saying? You fucking doing too much.
You know what you doing that?
Sound like we on the set of
If
Juice.
Trey did that to somebody here, she gonna be fucking wet. Just cause she gonna be like, oh my god, he's from fucking somewhere. He's from fucking wherever. He's not from here. They gonna fucking love that shit because it's different.
We need to save this discussion for the ladies. We need some ladies on here because they the ones that'll tell you. They'll tell you.
But no, you're right with that.
If they hear that shit, they gonna freaking lose their mind because they ain't used to it.
I feel like
it's something new. It's like they used to. They in Lexington and they used to hearing the same tone. Everybody talking.
You got top light. They used to this. Not used to this, son. You feel me? Beat.
So you hit them with the son, they gonna be like, huh?
Oh my god.
I don't have a son. Who?
When you talk like this, I don't love. You talk like this, I don't love. You know, come down to the bar with me.
That's why they say, just say something fucking stupid. That's how I used to do it. Fuck, I used to say something stupid. Whatever the fuck I was thinking, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. People make conversations awkward. Like, motherfucker, just have a conversation. She's a fucking human being.
Yeah.
Approach her like you would approach any fucking body else. Like,
For one, that's some young girls. They don't even be knowing that, man. Cause you come up to a chick, you know what I'm saying? You say, yo, whatever you gotta say, be polite, whatever. They don't want to hear that. No. Plus, you ain't got on the chain. You ain't got on the new Jordans that came out last week. No way. So you're not what she's looking for. Don't get with that.
If that's the case, then that ain't
get
what
cheated
I'm
on. And then
these are the young girls. He said the young girls.
He said young girls. The 2000 babies, not the 90s babies. 2000 babies.
Hey, if she ain't interested, then fuck it. Because if you ain't interested, meet me, then move along. Because you probably just gonna ruin my vibe anyway.
Right. And it's not gonna end up how you wanted to end up anyway. So. Right.
And some people date just to date, and I think that's terrible.
Right.
That's like if you don't got no actual
we all used
connection,
to do it. It's experience.
No point.
I did that shit.
What you say, Trey? I can't hear you.
Like, and that's what I see a lot. Just people dating, just to be dating. You know, people skipping around here. Oh, I'm dating so and so, but when you dating so and so last month or so,
everything's to be seen.
Like some people
be bouncing around. Motherfuckers be dating this person, and they be dating this person just so they want to make this person jealous. Nowadays people's too concerned with everybody else, what everybody else thinks, what everybody else is doing.
That's that third eye closed right there, boy, because that shit is pointless. You wasting time.
And I feel like some people have to be single. Like, they can't be by themselves.
I stopped worrying about what other people were doing. About 2012.
Right.
They about to say 2001. I was like, all right.
I was still in high school, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were still like young and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. And
right.
It was just like everything I did or anything that happened in my life was going on social media. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to Jalen. James knows Jalen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why didn't you post so-and-so? You know, why didn't you say something about this? And he was like, everybody ain't got to know your business. And I was like, I'll be damn.
That's something I got to learn. I've been learning that last couple years.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
say like sitting around and just talking about people. It's just like, what is it going to do for me?
Right.
Tomorrow, right now, tomorrow, or the next day. You know what I'm saying? Not a damn thing. So there's really no reason to keep on.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I struggle with that heavy because when I was a kid, you know, I was talked about a lot. So I always wondered in my head. I always wondered, is this person gonna say this about me? What is this person gonna say about me? So I honestly, that's what created my anxiety. So it's like I had to go to therapy for that shit. So finally, I'm just now coming in. Well, like, you know, coming to terms with that. Like, I'm actually fighting my demons and shit like with that. So I'm like,
I got anxiety too.
I'm still like that a little bit. I'm still like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody
is. I'm wondering what people say about me, but at the same time, I'm just like,
like fuck it.
I am what I said I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bro, like, and that's like, you know, that's important too, because every day you kind of sometimes you got to just pump yourself up. It's like sometimes when I catch myself getting in that phrase, it's like I'm thinking about what if this person thinks this, or what if this happens. Sometimes I'm just like, what the fuck am I talking about? Fuck it, who cares?
Right, that's how I feel.
Like, this is my life. I'll do what the fuck I want.
Because for real, they don't give a fuck about you no way. While you think they do, they really don't.
And that's just like that goes into even like growing up. Like we you know, of course you need to obey your parents, but once you get to a certain age, sometimes you gotta know when to pull the plug and just, because your parents, in a sense, they want to see you do good, but they only can tell you how to do as good as they've done.
Yep.
If your parents ain't never been a millionaire, how can they ever show you how to make $1 million?
But
if you wanna have your own clothing brand and your parents never did, they gonna tell you don't do it.
But they can
work in a factory, young bloods. They tell you
the way my dad is though. my dad motivated me is like the way his work ethic. Like I ain't never seen my dad take a day off for no reason. Like I don't feel like going to work today. He was always up. You know what I mean? From day in, day out. He used to open Cold Stone up and then close Cold Stone down by himself every day. 2 stores.
Dad?
So yeah, and he would never be like, I don't feel like going in today. I don't feel like going to work today. He just had that drive. So I just how I feel when I'm working with my
And you see,
music.
people are taught to like, provide. But on the other side of that, you have people that believe in building a legacy, which goes way deeper. You have people that preach provide, which is just make sure my family has what they need, food on the table, lights on, clothes, house, all that to an extent. But then people who believe in a legacy believe in not only building that for them, but making sure that they're straight for their kids. And then instilling the information or whatever it is in their kids to do that for their kids. You hear these people, generational wealth. Only way of acquiring that is to do your own thing. You got to take that leap of faith, get uncomfortable, do that thing that you got that pull to do. You got to take a risk. That's where faith comes in. Faith is the belief in things not seen. You have to, trust that I don't know how this is going to work, but that's where God comes in. Your faith, your belief.
You got something to say?
Benjamin Button. But not everybody is like it though. Like some people I be feeling like are just not everybody is meant to be the leader. And that's not a bad thing at all.
What do you mean leader?
So like some people,
not everybody's supposed to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody's supposed to try to chase that $1 billion dream. Like everyone's supposed to do that. That's only meant for certain people, because what you really want to do is be happy. If you happy at home doing DoorDash only and you're literally happy, you have succeeded in life and you have done shit that millions of people probably have never even achieved. You're happy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to chase that $1 million dream. They might not get $1 million, but they chase that dream and they're doing what they love. They're happy. You succeed.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and you're right, and that's what I believe
happy.
that
You found your purpose. You are happy. That's life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, you right, and that's what it just ties into. Like, anytime you're doing what makes you happy, that's your passion. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But within doing your passion, you may stumble upon, maybe it is DoorDash, but maybe through doing DoorDash, you doing that, blah blah blah, you making ends meet. It makes you happy. You design your own DoorDash.
Right.
Again, it's still the same concept of what you're talking about, but it's their passion. Whatever makes you happy is what you should be doing. And then that goes into just having faith, taking that leap of faith that this is what makes me happy. Somebody could be a doctor making fucking 6 figures, but their happiness is whatever, something else that doesn't make hardly anything. They may take that leap of faith, do what makes them happy, and then that turn into something that in turn is going to build that generational wealth.
Still,
and that's what I
said. Everything
not everybody wants to be a head honcho. You make your own DoorDash. That's a lot of headache. If you ain't the type of person that likes that,
but then like that's why people that's successful have that drive.
That's why I said that just goes back to everything. Everybody lives different experiences. Some people are minimalists. They do what they have to do to get by.
There's just some people
what makes them happy. They may be happy sitting in a barn, a small house, a little small barn that's nothing, but to them it's everything.
There's just some people that's like the leader. Like James said, it's pretty much like a coach. And then there's people that's just like, I got the baton now. I'm just waiting to hand it off to the next person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
coaches, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get this group of people together, and that's the legacy. And then they still gotta, make sure this group of kids come, and then the next group.
Well, yeah,
but then
that's like
it's just like the runners. We're just here for the race. You know what I'm saying? we're just gonna run our race and then I'm done.
Yeah, because
Here's
sometimes
the
that's
time you take it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
can
have that
always-
person. And think about that's why a lot of drug dealers, not successful because they make it big and they got the people under them. They want to be the head honcho, so they're gonna do everything. They're gonna have that same hunger, same drive that they had, and go kill that motherfucker to get to the top. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have them people that's like, okay, I'm not okay with being the head honcho. I don't like being the boss and shit like that. I just want to do my shit, get my bread, and live life. You feel me? That's what makes a successful legacy as far as like Godfather. That's why the Godfather was so successful because he had people under him. They were like, all right, I ain't trying to be the Godfather. I just want to get this money. You feel me? And that's it. You feel me? I don't want to be the head honcho. So you got to have them people who don't want more.
But whenever someone comes along that got what it takes and they that type of person, they already know, all right, this motherfucker will be next head honcho.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Ain't nobody really mad at him unless it's just a hating motherfucker. But even the hater might not even be the type to really supposed to take that position. He just a hating ass nigga. He might just be mad at him.
Yeah.
But the one that's supposed to be there will be there unless they die. Sometimes I feel like
because that
certain
leader
people
knows
are meant to be here. Like Tupac, he died. But Tupac to me was, he could have been like a teacher. Nipsey, definitely a teacher, but he died.
Yeah.
We have to wait for the next one. I mean, there's plenty of people who can come up and become it, but I feel like just certain people is just like that's just random as fuck. Like
that's where I think there's no
right
such
time,
thing
right
as,
place, everything.
that's why like now that I think about it, maybe that's the problem is trying to be head honcho. I mean, yes, it's cool to have the mentality just like it is to be competitive. Like if you're on a football team, you should all strive to be better than each other, but in a positive way. Like I want to be better than you because if I'm trying to be better than you, I'm trying to be, just better in general. And then you trying to outdo me, you're going to be doing better. So maybe the problem is when people try to be head honcho, that's just like when you think about like comedians, for example, you got Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. I think that shit is so stupid. Them falling out over who's funnier, because I don't think they're none of them are funny in the same way. Kevin Hart's his own funny, Cat Williams is his own funny. They're not even the same funny. Like Cat Williams has a total another side of like his comedy is different. I don't expect them. I don't see neither one of them as better than the other. They're funny in their own. They're unique in their own way, and that's the thing. I don't think.
The thing about
James got something to say, man.
What made me think about it is, even though let's say both of them are head honchos, you know what I'm saying? They both bosses, you know what I'm saying? Like they got the shit out the mud and they doing their thing and they top dog, each of them. Like you said, there's no point in them fighting. There really is no point, period. Just because Kevin Hart's on top, he's gonna make the most money. Cat Williams is still that man. He's funny as hell. He is a top dog. He just might not be hot at the moment, but there's plenty of space for the people who are meant to be what they are. You have space. Cat Williams, one of the best comedians that we have ever seen. He's up there. He might really what it is. He feels like he's not, but really he is.
But think about this. Just that goes back. Like I said, everything's connected. Just like we talk about what we eat, what we do. Think about how Cat Williams does. He smokes and drinks a lot. It's obvious. So that plays a part in where his vibration is. What is Kevin Hart doing? Kevin Hart's watching what he eats. He's working out. You see the difference. There's, he's kind of he's not really not saying that either one is wrong.
We don't know. Because Kevin Hart cheated.
Huh?
I mean, that's the only thing.
Cheated,
like,
I think twice.
Think about it, though. Everybody fucks up in their life.
Yeah,
everybody slips up.
To say neither one of them's perfect.
That's true, but I'm just saying, like he's not perfect. Like everybody.
Yeah, nobody is. But I'm just saying on a level of just.
Are you saying he cheated like on his wife?
Yeah, he cheated on his first wife, didn't he?
He cheated on his second wife too.
I think he cheated
didn't
twice.
know what type of cheating you meant.
I feel like any type of cheating is unacceptable, and I feel like the third eye is
to the top.
And you see
that's why I thought he was talking about cheating to get to the top.
Nah,
okay.
Talking about cheating on his wife. Because
Right,
that shit's
right.
I mean,
fucked
but
up. Any
compared
type of
to
cheating is wrong.
compared
bro.
to what
But-
Travelina was doing, like that don't mean nothing. That's
Even-
nothing.
Even though it still doesn't make it right, but he was set up. I mean, I'm not trying to defend Kevin Hart because
True.
you still shouldn't have.
Moment of weakness. That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? Moment of weakness. And you know what I'm saying? He went to Las Vegas by himself. You know what I'm saying? He had nobody with him, and then heat of the moment, here comes
Was
this girl.
alcohol involved?
Alcohol was involved.
Probably,
I'll be
yeah.
damned.
But think about it though. You Kevin
There was
Hart.
a
Connection.
webcam in.
Think about it though. You Kevin Hart. You can
Hey,
think
I
about it,
just
James.
played.
Think about it though, James.
But I knew it was.
You at Kevin Hart level, right? You at his level. You a top comedian. You a superstar. You can get any girl you want. Miss Cindy come up to you. You drunk. You turn it up. She come up to you, start rubbing on you. You got a wife.
First problem,
What you gonna
drunk. That's your first problem.
No, okay,
Second problem,
You're not even drunk.
if you're
Miss
not
Cindy come
one
up to
with
you.
yourself, yes, you gonna cheat, bruh. Like I'm not saying like I'm not saying that it's easy, and I'm not saying that it's hard. But if you're not one with yourself, and if you ain't doing right by yourself and by your partner, yes, you're probably gonna cheat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I like the people that date to just date, like if I dated a chick and I really don't want to be with her and I just
Like,
dated her because she looked good,
It's not
I'm going to
even.
cheat.
Sometimes it's
All it
not
takes
even
is a
that.
bad bitch. Hey James, you look good. Who me? Oh what?
But it's like not even that. It's just temptations, bro. It's just like
I
desires
agree.
that you always
It's a
had.
change.
Fantasies.
No,
I
both of y'all
agree.
are saying the same thing.
I'm weak.
Yeah,
Both of y'all are saying the same thing.
I'm weak.
yeah.
It's
I agree. But yeah, I mean, people make mistakes all the time. I'm not saying if you cheat, you are a bad person, but I feel like cheating is unacceptable. Ugh.
It's
That's
fucked up.
just,
You know what I mean?
but
It's
I'm
like,
real big on betrayal and shit. That's kind of like my thing. I hate being lied to and betrayed. So that fucks with me the most.
Right. So next
That's
topic.
on me. But would I ever forgive a chick? That'd be really difficult.
It
Well,
depends
She
on
would
how
have to
deep
be
y'all
my
are.
wife, and then I
Yeah.
don't know, bro.
It depends on how deep y'all are.
Uh,
Well, it depends on what she does too, though. I guess it would just depend on what she does.
Well, yeah,
So
talking-
girl shouldn't leave. She shouldn't have left Kevin Hart because he got money. You feel me? She could have divorced him and got that money, but I think she really loved him in a sense. Was like, okay, I feel like he just really slipped up. He had a bad night. I'm gonna forgive him, but next time, you know what I mean?
but there shouldn't be a next time. That's the thing. There shouldn't
But
be.
that's another thing is like that's a part of growth, and you know
That's
people
a
fuck
tough
up.
subject. I tell you that. I ain't never cheated, so I
She
can't
learned
be the nigga
to
to be like,
forget it.
let me
and,
tell
like,
y'all about
forgive
it.
him. She
Yeah.
forgot it, and then she
Yeah,
forgave
right.
him for
Right.
what, you know what I'm saying, what he did. Plus, you know what I'm saying, like she was thinking of, because she was pregnant at the time, so
Yeah.
she couldn't really have all that.
And then
That's why
think
it
about
was-
what
it
the
was a
other
terrible
the
time.
kids
That
like
was a very
his
terrible
son
time.
and his daughter. Look what they went through. You feel me? They already went through that already. So then they got to go through it again.
It was a
So
very
she was probably
terrible.
thinking about the kids as well. So you know, luckily she had a good heart and she was thinking about the bigger picture, not just about herself. She was thinking about the whole family.
Hey,
So she's like,
real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Just the recording part. Just letting y'all know. Appreciate everybody for listening. Stay tuned for more. See you guys later.
all right.